friends. I hope you all are fine. This session is only for the thymus gland. This session will include some of the yoga poses which will activate and stimulate the thymus gland in our body. So the thymus gland is situated just under your chest bone or a sternum bone in a mediastinum, just above the heart. It is positioned right under the sternum. What is the importance of this thymus gland? This thymus gland activates the T cells in our body, rather the cells which are a military force of our body. It activates. If I tell you in the simple language, is that these thymus glands, they train the fighters to fight against the particular foreign material or particular terrorists which are coming into our body. So this is the importance of the thymus gland. All these military force, all these fighter cells are manufactured in the bones, and from the bones via the blood they go to the thymus gland. Now how do they go to the thymus gland? These thymus glands sends a messenger via chemicals. Some chemicals are secreted in this thymus gland and it goes into the blood and goes to these fighter cells. They are called in this particular center where these fighters are trained to fight against the terrorists or against the infections. This is how the thymus gland trains that T cell to fight against the different kind of terrorists, and they are activated in the thymus gland. Now this thymus gland is very active in our childhood up to 14 to 15 or adolescent of your age. Then slowly its activity starts decreasing. It actually shrinks in the size as we grow older. It goes into the fibrous tissue where its activity is minimized. But due to this yoga poses where this thymus gland is activated and it starts again secreting the hormones in the thymus gland, which attracts the T cells which are actually fighters in our body. This is how it works, and it will work in this corona disease. That's why this session is dedicated only for the yoga poses which will activate the thymus gland in our body. There are 5 different yoga poses where this thymus gland is activated. But there are, again, I am counteracting those 5 different yoga poses with the other yoga poses which will take care of the spinal discomfort. So in total, in this session, we are going to do 10 yoga poses. These 10 yoga poses which will in fact help you to improve your lymphatic system also. So friends, as usual, we are going to start with head to toe. Then you are going to do 6 Surya Namaskars and 100 Kapalbhati Pranayamas. Again do 6 Surya Namaskars and 100 Bhastrika Pranayamas. Friends, for this session, you are again going to do 7 sets of 6 Surya Namaskars. In total, for this session, we are going to have 54 total Surya Namaskars. I repeat, total 54 Surya Namaskars are to be done. Kindly do it slowly at your own pace. Even if it takes about 40 minutes, then also doesn't matter. But go slowly to end the 54, or rather to finish 54 Surya Namaskars. This was all before starting yoga. In this yoga session, there are totally 5 different yoga poses, and these yoga poses, which will be counteracted with the another 5 different yoga poses. So it will be totally around your spine. As usual, as we have done the warm up, here before starting yoga, I request you all to do 6 Anulom Vilom Pranayamas to calm down your breathing, calm down your mind, so that you go very cool to the yoga pose. The first yoga pose for the thymus gland is Bhujangasana. Here, particularly when you lie down on your tummy, see your elbows are here to the side of your body. You are going to come up and take your chin up. You should maximize the stretch in your chin, contracting the spine, which will give the pull on your thymus gland. Hold it for 20 seconds and do it twice. Friends, do not forget to concentrate more on the breathing. Bhujangasana is counteracted with Adho Mukha Svanasana. Watch me how it is done.
Take your chin to the chest bone and try to touch your head, taking very close towards the knee. This will pull your hips upwards towards the sky. Hold it for 20 seconds and again do it
Twice.
The second pose is Vimanasana or Superman pose. Lift it, hold it, take your chin upwards 20 seconds, and counter action to this is Naukasana. You are going to lie down on your back. This is Naukasana. Hold it for 20 seconds. Do it twice. The third yoga pose is Dhanurasana. You can hold at the top or at the ankle. It is up to you. Now here in this case, you have to take your upper body to its maximum height and extend your head backwards. Hold it 20 seconds. Do twice, and it is counteracted with Kati Asana. Wide hands, hold it, spread it. This is Kati Asana. Hold it for 20 seconds, spreading your legs. The fourth pose is Ustrasana. Here also you have to extend your chest and head. Watch me, your hands are on your heels. Push your chest upwards. Hold it for 20 seconds. Counteract this fourth asana with Shashanka Asana, which will relieve your pain in low back. The last asana is Setu Bandha. Here you have to lift your booty up, take it up. Now lace your fingers right under here. Try to close the elbows together as you take your back up, up, up. Hold it there. This helps to improve the health of your thymus gland as well as the thyroid gland. Do it twice, holding it for 20 seconds, and this is counteracted with Bhu Naman Vajrasana. You are going to sit in a Vajrasana position, and from here on you are going to bend forward to touch your forehead on the floor, called as Bhu Naman Vajrasana. Hold it for 20 seconds. These were all yoga poses for your thymus gland and counteracting for your back.
The last part of this session, or concluding part of this session, you have to do 10 Vasishtha pranayamas with Kumbhak. What do I mean by Kumbhak? Means you have to hold your breath for 20 to 25 seconds or according to your own capacity. So what is the Vasishtha pranayama? It's kind of a abdominal breathing. In this Vasishtha pranayama is to be done very slowly. When you are inhaling, you have to blow your abdominal cavity out. So the diaphragm is pulled down to accommodate maximum air into the lungs, increasing the thoracic cavity capacity. So this Vasishtha pranayama helps to improve the strength in the diaphragm, which is the main muscle of respiration. Now this holding the breath will help you to improve the total WBC count, or the white blood cell, or the fighting capacity of our body. I will just show you one cycle of Vasishtha pranayama. Watch me how it is done. I am inhaling and blowing my abdomen out. I am holding my breath as a Kumbhak. And exhale through only nostril. Inhalation and exhalation are only through the nostril. The Antar Kumbhak is after taking your inhalation, you are going to hold your breath. Once you are done 10 Vasishtha pranayama, we are going to do again 6 Anulom Vilom, then 54 Omkar chantings, and end this session with 6 minutes of Shavasana. It's very important to finish this yoga session with 6 minutes of Shavasana, where again you are mentally relaxed, and this is how it boosts your immunity. So friends, hope you all will enjoy this session. This is all for this session from me. This is Dr. Ajinath Kharat for you all. Thank you all and namaskar.